Greg, I just finished my checkup.
Oh, and?
They said the baby could be born any day now. We're finally going to meet our baby.
Oh, okay.
What's with that reaction? Aren't you happy to meet the baby?
It's because I'm a guy. It's not like it's growing in my belly. It doesn't really feel real.
I see. That's what all men say. So, in preparation for the birth, I want you to come home as soon as possible from now on. When you say you don't know when you'll be home, and I'm about to have the baby, it kind of makes me nervous.
Huh? That's impossible. I'm a man who is expected to be the CEO in the future. I've heard so from the big man himself, you know. Do you think I can go home early just because my wife is having a baby?
Just because? A woman risks her life giving birth. I wish you'd stop saying it's just childbirth.
In that case, a man's job is risking his life too, right? They work with the weight of taking care of their families. That's why you're so lazy.
Lazy? I'm on maternity leave right now, but I work too. I'll go back to work when my maternity leave is over.
What? Don't act so uppity. If you talk back to me like that, don't ask me to come home early. If you start having contractions, just go to the hospital, okay? The doctor will take care of the rest. There's no need for me to leave early.
Greg, do you really think me giving birth is that easy? You and I are going to have a precious child. What if there's some kind of abnormality?
You'll have to leave that to the doctors. I can't do anything even if I'm with you.
That's not what I'm saying. I just want you to be with me to distract me from my anxiety. Just having you with me is enough to keep me going.
Well then, you're gonna have to find a replacement for me.
Huh?
I've been entrusted with an important job. If someone exists who can do that for me, I'll go home early and stay with you. So find me a replacement.
I can't do that. There's no way I can do that. In the first place, the reason you come home late isn't because you're working all the time, is it?
Huh?
You're not coming home because you're out drinking after work. Nobody asked you to skip work and come home. Besides, the doctor told me. He told me to come to the hospital with my husband when the contractions start.
Doctors say whatever they want. They don't even know what important jobs people might have.
Greg.
Anyway, stop restricting my activities just because you're pregnant. You don't have that kind of authority, and neither do the doctors.
That's true, but...
Or what? Are you going to give me a ride to and from work every day?
I can't do that with this belly. It's too dangerous, right?
Then stay home. If you start having contractions, just call a cab.
Well... Greg, can you come home early today? Somehow, I feel my stomach is more upset than usual. I want you to come home without going out for a drink today.
That's up to me, isn't it? A man's social life depends on whether he wants to go out for a drink or not. I can't guarantee that I won't go.
Greg, I'm having my first baby and I'm anxious. I'm so scared when I'm alone and I'm shaking.
You're the one who said you wanted to have a baby, right?
What?
Because you persisted, I decided to have a baby.
Then what? Are you saying that you didn't want a child?
I didn't say that, but it was your idea. So don't rely on me too much. You have to handle things on your own.
That's...
If I do what you say, I'll lose my chance to be the CEO in the future.
No one is telling you not to work, okay? I'm saying I want you to come home right after work.
Okay, well, in that case, we'll all drink at our place.
Huh?
You'll have to make food for everyone then.
Huh? I'm about to have a baby, you know. I can't even go shopping, so I can't make you guys food. That's why I sometimes ask you to pack your own lunch.
You want me to come home early, don't you? You don't want me to go out drinking, do you? Then we'll have to drink at home. Then I can come home early too. That's a good idea, even for me.
Hey, I know I keep saying this, but I'm about to give birth. I can't entertain everyone and have a drinking party here when I don't know when I'm going into labor.
How selfish are you?
Huh?
You tell me to go home early after work. If I drink at home, you say you can't entertain them. What am I supposed to do?
It's just for a little while until the baby is born. Why don't you just tell your coworkers about the situation and ask them to wait until you can go out for a drink?
Huh? You're so selfish. You don't even think about my business relationships. Are you still my wife?
So you don't care about our baby? My contractions could start while you're having a drink at the house. My water could break. You'd invite your coworkers over to your house when you don't know what's going to happen? I think people will feel weird about it.
I'm sure everyone already thinks you're weird.
What?
You!
What do you mean?
You're a wife who doesn't think about her husband's position at all.
What?
They say they feel sorry for me because I have to deal with a wife like that every day.
That's terrible. I am not desperate to have a child with you. All I want is for it to be born safe and healthy. Isn't that true for you too?
I won't know that until it's born. I don't have a child, and I'll only know how I feel then, won't I?
Yes, but you could be more supportive. You could look forward to it more. Our beloved child is about to be born, you know.
Ugh.
Greg?
You're so selfish, saying this and that. What do you want me to do? I can't give birth for you, no matter what you think, can I? And yet, every day, you talk about having a baby, having a baby, having a baby.
Is that what having a baby is like for a man? I just don't understand how you feel.
Okay then. Then I'll never come drinking at home again. In return, don't complain if I come home late.
I'm not complaining. I just want you, the father of my child, by my side. Greg, can I call you now?
What is it?
I just want to check something.
Why did you wait until I went to work? Is it something you have to confirm only on the phone?
Yeah, well, because of me.
Huh?
I didn't have the nerve to check with you face to face. There's a picture I want you to see.
Picture?
I'll send it to you now. Here.
What? Why did you take this picture? Where did you find this picture?
You used to go out drinking with your coworkers every day, right? Why are you with my sister?
Huh? That time, we just happened to bump into each other at the bar. Did you take this picture?
No.
Then who did?
You know my friend from high school, Celine?
Yeah, I remember her name.
Right. She was at our wedding. But there were so many people there, I guess.
What's up with this Celine girl?
She saw you at the bar. She went out of her way to call me.
Huh? She went to all that trouble for that? Does she have a thing for me? Oh, wow. You should have just told me.
So, she said she was curious because you and my sister seem so close. Celine came over to our house a lot, so she knows my sister.
Oh.
She even kissed you in public. She knew it was something out of the ordinary, so she took a picture of you secretly. Here's a picture of you kissing.
What? I mean, this is what happens when you're drunk.
You kiss your wife's sister when you're drunk? Both of you knowing I'm about to give birth. Greg, tell me the truth.
If you really must know, I first met Liv at that restaurant by chance. I was like, oh wow, and we started drinking together. I was so stressed out about you that I started complaining.
Complaining about the birth?
That's right. Then, Liv listened to me seriously. She was so understanding.
Huh? What are you talking about? Liv is my sister, okay? You were complaining to my sister about me when I was pregnant and anxious?
Yeah, that's right. A man wants a woman who is understanding.
You're going to be a father soon, okay? We're going to have a baby. We both have a responsibility to raise our child together. Do you understand that?
You're so annoying.
What?
Did I ever once ask you to have a baby?
What do you mean?
I've never wanted to have a child.
What?
I don't know if you were influenced by your friends or what. I just went along with you because you kept saying kids, kids, kids.
Greg, are you serious about that? I'm really going to have a baby soon, you know.
You're the one who's showing me pictures like that. So I'm going to tell you clearly now.
Greg?
I love Liv. So let's get a divorce.
What are you talking about? Even if you didn't want a child, the child in my belly is your child, okay? Don't you think you'll love it?
I don't feel anything about it. I told you before, didn't I? It's not like my belly's getting bigger. I've never felt like I'm having a baby. There's nothing to love about it. I'd say, Liv is better to love.
She's my sister too, but you're such a horrible man. I doubt you're even a human being.
I'm sorry that you and Liv are sisters. But she is more attractive than you, so you can't blame me. I guess I married the wrong one.
That's terrible. It's really terrible.
That's why I'm moving out of the house.
What? You're not coming home?
I'm getting a divorce, so I'm not going home. I'm going back to my beloved Liv.
No.
Well then, have a healthy baby. Good luck. Willa, it's me, Greg. I'm so relieved that your number is still connected. I really want to talk to you. Can I call you? Can you reply to me?
What is it?
Oh, Willa. I'm glad you replied.
I'm just answering. I don't have anything to say to you.
Our kid. He's getting pretty big now, huh? I think he can sit up now.
If that's what you want to talk about, I'm finished with this chat. I have no interest in talking about our child with you. How can I talk to someone who abandoned me and my child right before birth? Goodbye then.
Wait a minute. I got something important to talk to you about.
Is it important to me? I don't care if it's important to you.
Don't say that. Just listen to me. I'm so sorry about that. I was wrong about everything. And for not taking care of you, my pregnant wife. And for not taking care of the baby you were carrying. And running away from home so close to the birth.
So what? It doesn't matter. It's all in the past.
No, it matters to me. I just wanted to apologize to you. I'm really sorry. Forgive me.
What? Apologizing now? It's already been 6 months since the baby was born. An apology won't change anything.
Don't say that. Forgive me.
There's no way I can forgive you. I don't think any woman would forgive a scumbag who runs off with her own sister while she's pregnant.
I'll keep apologizing because I think I was wrong.
A lot of good it does to say that now.
I lost my family because I was stupid. What a stupid thing I did.
It's not just your family you're going to lose.
Huh?
It's not that you think you did anything wrong to me. You're just apologizing because your position is in danger, right?
Huh?
I know what you're doing.
You know?
I heard your boss fired you.
What? How did you know that?
Because I know the CEO of your company.
What? The CEO?
I don't have a father. That's why he cares about me so much. He says my child is like his grandchild.
What do you mean?
Did you know that the CEO jogs in the park in the morning and evening?
I didn't know.
He said that physical strength is necessary to handle a large amount of work. He jogs every morning and evening to build up his stamina. After you left me, we happened to be sitting on a bench in the same park. And then he started talking to me.
What? The boss?
I guess I stood out because I was sitting alone in the park, crying with a huge belly that looked like I was about to give birth to a baby at any moment. At first, I felt weird and ignored him. The kind CEO said he just couldn't leave me alone. To put my mind at ease, he told me about himself.
About his life?
That's right. He lost his only daughter to illness.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
If she were alive, she'd be about the same age as me. He said he just couldn't leave me crying like that. So he listened to me.
I didn't know.
I felt better after he talked to me. That was the end of it then. After the baby was born, I was strolling in the park. I happened to run into the CEO again. He was so thrilled to see my child. Since then, he's been very protective of my child.
Are you still connected with him?
Of course. He asked me to contact him anytime I have a problem.
What?
Well, I never needed to ask him. He's been very considerate. He takes me out to dinner, buys toys for my baby, buys clothes for me. He's been very good to me.
The boss would never do something like that.
He said he's so happy. It's like having his daughter back with him. So we got to talking about my ex-husband who abandoned me and the baby. As we talked, it became clear that you were an employee of his company.
You're kidding, right?
We were both so surprised. I knew that he was the CEO of the company, but I had no idea it was your company. He couldn't believe you were such a dishonest and awful man. He was furious about it.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
He was originally going to let his future son-in-law take over the company. But once he lost his daughter, that wasn't a possibility. That's why you were chosen.
I was told by the CEO himself that he was looking forward to my future at the company. And then, all of a sudden, he told me I was fired, and I didn't know why.
The CEO was disappointed because the employee he was counting on was a despicable man who left his pregnant wife to elope with her sister.
Oh no. But you know, I never married Liv. After a while, she told me, "You're not what I need."
I'm sure that's true. She's always been like that.
What?
She's beautiful, she's got style, she's charming. She thinks men are at her beck and call. She's always been one to switch men around depending on her mood. And that worried Selene. That's why she kept her distance from my sister. And now...
Oh.
You said you loved my sister and then you left me.
I'm sorry about that. It's all my fault. I'm sorry.
It doesn't mean anything if you apologize now. My mother and I no longer talk to her. I don't want to be reminded of my sister because of you, so don't contact me anymore.
Wait a minute. I lost my job, the one I've had for so long. But I thought I was doing well at that company. Can't you convince the CEO to let me go back to my old job? I want to go back to my old job and live with my family of 3.
Family of 3?
Isn't it obvious? It's me, you, and the kid.
Huh? Don't talk nonsense. Why would I live with the guy who abandoned me and our baby? I feel nauseous. I will never let you see your child. If you even come one step near to my child, I will take legal action against you.
Oh, I want to be happy with my family of 3.
How dare you? You said I never wanted children. I'll never forget those words.
That's why I'm apologizing. I'm sorry for everything. I'm sincerely sorry.
That's a lie.
What?
You just want to go back to work, don't you? And you just want to take over that company if you can.
That's not true. Of course I want to go back to the company, but I also want to be happy with my family. So, you're going to have to convince the CEO first. If I'm unemployed, I won't be able to support you and the kid, will I?
I don't need you to provide for us.
But our kid is going to grow up, and they're going to need my financial help, right? That's why I need you to convince the CEO.
Well, this is exactly the problem, isn't it? You abandoned us for your own reasons, and then tried to use us for your own reasons. How selfish can you be? Scumbag.
No, I'm not. Why don't you trust me?
Huh? How can I trust the guy who abandoned me when I was about to give birth, and even ran off with my sister? Stop screwing around. Don't ever contact me again because I'll never need your help from now on.
What?
I'm going back to work as the CEO's secretary after my maternity leave.
What?
He's like a real father to me and he's very kind to me. I don't think my child and I will have any problems. My mother will help me take care of him too. There's nothing for you to worry about.
Oh no.
I hope you feel the same pain I did when I thought I lost everything and hit rock bottom.
Willa, you have to help me. One word from the CEO and all the other companies in the same line of business gave me the cold shoulder. There are rumors that I'm an irresponsible man who left his pregnant wife to run off with her sister.
Well, it's true.
If you don't help me, I'm in danger of never getting another job. All you have to do is convince the CEO. I want you to give me a chance.
How can you ask me that? I'm truly appalled, you piece of shit. Don't ever contact me again because I won't help you.
Don't say that, Willa. We were a couple, remember?
How could I help you when you abandoned me, a pregnant woman? We were a married couple? Don't be ridiculous. I have no use for you anymore. I'm blocking your contact information.
Wait a minute. I'm in a real jam here. Throw me a bone, please. I'll get down on my knees or whatever.
Don't try to use me.
Willa! Willa!
After that, it seems that Greg tried to find a job on his own, but no company in the same industry was willing to hire him. What an arrogant and selfish scumbag he was, and he lost a lot. But it made me feel a lot better. He had brought me to the depths of despair, and he deserved it. After my maternity leave, I returned to the workforce. I am truly grateful to the CEO for giving me the chance to work as a secretary. If I hadn't met him at the park, I wouldn't be where I am today. In order to return the favor to the CEO, I would like to fulfill my duties as his secretary. And if I can replace his daughter in any way, I will be happy.